Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're working on the Fozzie again. We got some motor mounts, some trans mounts, and a pitch stop for the trans. So it'll be me and Conley again, working on his Forester. It's 2002, so we'll get this install started. What we're doing today is doing those motor mounts. I'll have them started. You'll see how much this motor jumps. Moves quite a bit, so let's get this started.
Alright, so what we're going to get started with first is we're going to start by removing the airbox.
So, new one? As you can see here, I mean, on yours right now, Conley, it's like it's all kind of twisted in there too, but you can see the movement in there opposed to that new one. And there's still some slight, you obviously want some, but this thing is like toasted. So, throw this back in. So being this car's a little bit low, the cherry picker over there physically can't get underneath the car. So gotta take the beamer off the two jack stands so we can jack up the front. While he's doing that, this is my 86 BMW with an M20 B25. We're in the process of turbo inner, so we'll have some kind of a build series on that. Next step, actually removing the nuts of the motor mounts so we can raise the motor up a little bit, take the bolts off the actual motor so we can remove the motor mounts. While my boy Con was doing that, I was boneheaded and forgot to grab the chains for our cherry picker. We'll be using a ratchet strap. We're not physically removing the motor from the car. We just have to raise it 2 or 3 inches to get the motor mounts out, so should be okay, but we'll see how it goes and bring it along the way. Probably don't do this at home, but we're just gonna try it out and see what it's like. So, underneath the said car.
Yeah, so we're gonna be removing these motor mounts here, right up, unbolting from the bottom of the engine here. This one here, that's got the header in. It's a little bit harder, so you won't be able to get like a real deep well socket on impact or anything, because you're going to be getting this nut off right here. And then on this side it's a little bit easier because you're going to be taking out this one. So this one you can throw the actual gun on there and should take it off. It's the head size is 14 mil. So once you get that on there, just take it off, and now it's off. You're going to probably use a ratchet on the other one, so give it a second, we'll get that one off also. Alright, so what we're doing now, what you end up using the impact gun for is, alright, I need a light. Alright, so what we're doing now here, what you seen him use the impact for is right up there. You can see it. That's actually the engine mount. Right behind the header, you can see it. There's a bolt here. So what he's doing, he's taking out the bolt here, and he's going to drop that down. It's going to unbolt it from the actual engine itself, and then once you get that out, you should be able to slide out the engine mount, and then we'll be able to slide in the new one and drop it back down. Alright, yeah, once we got the old one out, this is what we'll be replacing. This is the passenger side. So the bolt that we weren't able to show you that went through would be this one back here. It's a little bit difficult. We ended up having to take off the header and drop that down so we could jack up the engine just a little bit more, just to get a little bit more play. So. Alright, now that you got everything reassembled, you can go ahead and put them back in the car. There is a torque spec. Jake, what was that?
The engine mount is going to the actual engine block itself. It's like 25.8 foot-pounds, but 25 foot-pounds going into the engine block. And then the actual nut going through the cross member, that is going to be 62 foot-pounds. So we'll go ahead and get those reinstalled. There's kind of a difference in those trans mounts. You can see it's all cut out here, so it moves around quite a bit. This is a lot more solid.
You can see, I mean, you can completely twist it. So, yeah, it's gonna be a big upgrade. I mean, you can't even.
Cause it's gonna move that one.
Yeah, you can't even, move it at all.
With the trans mount in, the motor mount's on. Now it's time to lower the vehicle. You're gonna have those 4 studs to line up. 2 in the motor mount and 2 in the trans mount. So as he lowers, I'm gonna push back and kind of try to guide him in. Motor mount nuts and trans mount nuts are back in, and torque spec. Give you guys a little bit of heads up if you're doing this. Stock motor mounts. What size is the? Doesn't really matter what side it is, but one of these sides here, kind of see how it's got a little lip to it. That actually sits into like an angle on the cross member. On the new motor mounts, this is just straight. So, and they don't bend as easily, obviously, because they're like solid motor mounts. So when you put it in there, it's kind of hard to pry it in. So you kind of got to set one side in, and get like a little hammer and kind of just hammer it over until this over here drops into the cross member. You really can't get it on camera. It's like way up behind the motor, but it's a little tough to get in, but a little bit of elbow grease, and she dropped right in. So now he's putting on the last exhaust bolt. We'll get it off the jack stands. Install's done. Let's kind of crank over the motor and see the difference. You'll feel the difference a lot more than seeing the
the actual driving experience comes from inside the car and what you see, what you learn about the car and how it is, how it performs. And this is definitely a 100% like would recommend upgrade. I mean, it's not the cheapest way to go. There's definitely cheaper ways to get a little bit stiffer of an engine mount, but for OEM fitment, you're definitely going to want to go with this option. Yeah, so
big facts.
yeah, it's you do get a little bit more vibration on startup in the cabin, but other than that, you don't really get any more noise. So definitely would recommend. So yeah, definitely check it out. There's a few different places. It's kind of harder to find the 5-speed stuff because they don't have any more STI 5-speeds. They haven't had them for almost 20 years now. So it's kind of hard to source OEM, I guess OEM plus style transmission mount, but 6-speeds definitely, you definitely come across them a lot more now that everything, basically all the STIs are 6-speeds. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend. So
Okay, guys. Well, stay tuned. We'll have some more content to come, and if you guys want to see anything, let us know. Peace out.